So I'm here with
Kyle.
Nice to meet you, Kyle. Whereabouts are you from originally?
I was born in Edmonton, but I wasn't raised in Edmonton. I'm a military brat, but more or less I grew up in Vancouver.
How was it growing up in the military type scene?
Discipline, structure, and I don't know. You just did what you had to do.
What was it like growing up in Vancouver?
Really wet, and people are nicer there than they are here at times.
Why do you think that?
People here are cutthroat. People over there, they're cutthroat, but they do it in a way that they're nice about it.
When did you come to Edmonton?
Came back when I was 16, I'm 31, so 15 years ago. Yeah.
So how's it been the last 15 years?
Hard.
Can you describe what it's been like?
A lot of setbacks and a lot of loss.
Can you get a little in depth?
Well, I lost my wife, so yeah. She was taken, more or less. Let's go with those words. That's what I mean by loss. Because when I lost her, I lost part of myself. For a while, I was on a downward spiral of chasing death, but never getting what I wanted. Yeah. But then I turned to drugs. And that, I don't know, gave me some sort of closure, or sweeping it under the rug at least.
Do you remember when you first started using drugs?
Honestly, when I was 10. Yeah.
Then what did you start with?
The perfect soldier and a candidate is a child, because they'll do whatever you want for as low a price as possible.
Can you describe what you mean by that?
You get a kid hooked on fucking drugs, they'll stab somebody for drugs. You know? Doesn't matter. And what I started with was fucking cocaine.
And how was it when you first started cocaine?
A rush, and chasing the rush.
What did that progress into over the years?
Crystal meth.
And how does that make you feel?
Emotionless. And that's what I meant by it helps numb the pain about the loss of my wife.
How did she pass?
She was taken. What I mean, she was tied up in a house, and yeah.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah. It's kind of touchy subject, especially next month. She passed 5 years ago, so yeah.
How's it been like dealing with that?
Like I said, every day I chase death. But I can't commit suicide because I feel like I would be betraying her and everything she was about. And I don't think I could face her in the afterlife.
How long have you been homeless?
On and off since I was like 25, so 6 years? Yeah.
Can you describe what it's like being homeless in Edmonton?
Depends on the season. Because in winter it's hard, but it's manageable if you know how to have any survival instincts at all. But in winter, or in summer I mean, you can only take off so many layers. Like, and there's no air conditioning, so it's like, yeah.
In the winter, how do you survive in the cold here?
Well, normally I have a lot of candles and a lot of blankets. And normally a female companion. Body heat helps.
What are some of the craziest things you've seen out here while being homeless?
I've seen people get their hands chopped off, get shot, get their limbs ripped off. I don't think there's anything that I haven't really seen. But that's because I'm, I guess, embedded into the fucking scene. Everybody knows me somehow.
What type of things do you think can be done to help the homeless?
That's the thing. I view that as you can only help those that want to help themselves. And if the homeless want to continue doing the things that they do, like the government helps, right? Like they give us welfare and everything, and it's our choice what we do with the money. And if we throw it away pretty much by buying drugs and whatnot, the only one that we can blame is ourselves. In the end, the homeless have to take responsibility and eventually grow up.
Do you want to get help and hopefully get off of the streets?
I do, but at the same time, I have a lot of friends that I worry about. So that's why I kind of stick around. Because I'm a carpenter by trade, right? So I could get off these streets. Not that hard, but I've had a lot of friends die from overdoses and shit, so I'd rather spend every moment I can with the friends, just because you never know when then they're gonna go. I know that I don't touch Diz, so that's where I avoid that one.
Do you think there's an opiate problem?
Yes, I do.
And why do you think that?
Because everywhere you turn, you see somebody down and out, and you don't know if they're alive or not. And I don't know. I worry about checking on people because I don't like seeing dead bodies. It's not my thing. I can handle it, but I don't like seeing it.
Is that something that you've encountered before?
Once or twice. And there's not really an answer after you see a dead body, right? Like, if you call the cops, then you're the suspect because, yeah. So it's really touchy ground on that matter.
Thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, man.